the sugar high.
Hello!
Absolutely.
Yes.
100%.
There's always room for dessert.
I feel like no matter how full you are, right, the moment you put dessert in front of you, suddenly like
You're hungry
got
again.
new stomach open up.
Ice cream? Ice cream I feel like I can eat forever.
I think for me, I like crepe cakes. I think I can eat crepe cakes
Atas.
forever.
This is gonna be a very like controversial answer because I know some people don't think it's dessert, but like it's like acai for me.
Apple strudel with ice cream.
Oh,
So quite atas at this
Have you
point.
ever eaten the whole thing in one sitting?
Yeah, I did.
I've eaten 2 in one sitting. It's like it's not like
Wow,
it cannot be
good job.
good for you, but like.
But slay.
Okay, so the thing is, every time I feel like I want to eat something that feels a bit more like close to home, I'll go and eat mango pomelo SAGO topped with vanilla ice cream. The portion is like $4. Then I think by now y'all will have realized that there's a common trend, which is I like to eat a lot and I eat very excessively. I'll eat like 3 at one go.
Recently, I've been like craving a lot for Tom's palette. You know, the one in Bugis.
Oh, I have a budget option at home. From NTUC, I always buy this dark chocolate with sea salt.
Oh.
Then I crack the pieces, then I put in a box in my fridge. So after every dinner, I'll eat it.
For me, I'm down bad for McDonald's.
Oh,
McCafe.
vanilla cone.
Vanilla cone, cheesecake, apple pie.
So in this episode of 72 hours, you will only be eating desserts.
Yeah!
Oh my god! Wait, okay.
Let's go.
I'm gonna. This might be me saying like famous last words, but this is like my dream.
I also have a surprise for all of you. So this video is in collaboration with Museum of Ice Cream. Not only will you be eating desserts for 72 hours, but you will also be joined by well-known dessert chefs and have some of your meals with them.
Oh my
that is
god,
so
well-known dessert chef.
Like a-
Sam, you'll be meeting Chef Cheryl Cole.
Oh, I
And
know
you can eat the
her.
tarts.
Tart by Cheryl Cole.
Yes.
Oh, I love tart.
Larry, you'll be meeting Chef Weilun.
That's a lot.
Ups, yeah.
That's a damn.
Chloe, you'll be meeting Chef Natasha.
I go and
Sponsor.
eat with like Master Chef, then later I say like, wow, the flavor nice, then she like explains it and I just, oh, this one slaps.
Please don't be picky. Please don't be picky eating everything.
slap.
I will
no.
try my best.
Sean, you'll be meeting Chef Janice.
Well done.
Yeah.
All
Wow.
those titles.
I'm just looking forward to like the way they describe the food and then the way like this one slaps.
For me, I'm looking forward the story behind it.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, you can ask
Yes,
more
yes.
about like the pastries, what's the inspiration, you know, and all the other stuff lah. So yeah.
Are you ready to slay this challenge?
Slay!
This is very cool because they have this thing called the wafer. So they use filling, they put it into a waffle machine. So this is the classic one with peanut filling. The skin is super chewy. It's quite light also. So I can eat like easily 1 box of this.
Okay, we are at Creamier. I'm just gonna get 1 scoop of ice cream because I shall not be greedy. I will not be able to finish it.
Okay, I'm like inside like a bakery right now. They got pistachio cake, they got black sesame, they got yuzu. I feel I'm gonna get both those 3 because I feel like one wouldn't like make me full for today.
So I'm here at HAWTHORN, going to the Starbucks for my lunch. I'm going straight for the cakes. So I'm going for my good old New York cheesecake.
So this one is the wafer. The outside is actually crispy and then the inside is chewy. Definitely way chewier than normal waffle because it's kueh lah.
I ordered the waffle set, which comes with 2 waffles, and I ordered like this dipping ice cream flavor, which I thought was super interesting because I have not seen like dipping ice cream before. This dipping ice cream is damn legit, guys. It tastes like the correct amount of sweet that I like to drink my dipping. Did you all see this like Ultraman meme where they were saying like the standard compliment for Asians when they want to say that the dessert is good, they'll just say it's not so sweet.
Just look at me enjoy the pure absolute bliss that is this cheesecake.
3 cakes in 1 meal, a bit too much. So you know what, we're on a challenge. If you see right, the cake looks so dense, but because they never use egg or milk. But in general, right, it's very like soft inside. It's very moist. Oh my god, the yuzu slay. When they say that this cake is X flavored, it really tastes like that. Yeah, it's really nice. I can't wait to finish in 3 days just eating dessert. I think I will still love dessert after that. Eating dessert for 3 days. Slay!
Slay!
I am on the way to my dinner place, which is going to be a tart and pie this. Hey, I decided to buy this raspberry ripple pie.
I was at town and I decided that I was going to go to 3 different bubble tea stores, the 3 that I usually frequent. So the first drink that I got is from Chicha Sanchen. This is the Tong Ting Oolong with honey. And the second drink that I got is honey green tea with ayu jelly from Koi. The last drink that I got, and this is my favorite but it's also the most expensive, is from Milk Sha. This is the Kyoho grape green tea.
Come on, Johnny, my first Omakase experience. I'm quite excited.
And these are the dishes. So I got like a kwaji, onde, HAWTHORN.
Oh my god, it's very light and it's very fluffy.
This gelato tastes very savory. It's because its guaji is roasted seeds in Chinese.
I found this really cute dessert shop with cakes and like macaroons. And I got the red velvet and this thing called the chocolate therapy.
Wow, this really tastes like the ice cream cut ice cream and then raspberry ripple flavor with a super nice buttery crust. It's not very sweet also because it's more berry flavor.
What I really like about this one is that they always like brew the tea right in front of you, so you know that your tea is like super fresh. I feel like one of the best things that has happened to Koi is the fact that they finally brought the ayu jelly back, because dude, it's so good. I don't know what it is like about the grape syrup that they use, but I feel like it adds a very nice extra layer to the green tea. I think tomorrow morning I will aim to have like something less like loaded with sugar, because like all I've been eating is like ice cream, bubble tea, like there are so many other options for dessert out there. So I'm gonna try and find something else tomorrow.
This is the fanciest onde I ever seen in my life. The gula melaka taste in the ice cream is very strong. But you know, right, because the mochi is more towards a plain mochi kind, so it kind of like balance out the sweetness on the ice cream. Oh my god, I love that. There's a lot going in this dessert, but I feel it all makes sense. From the texture of the apples to be on the like crunchy side, plus the smoothness of the sorbet, and the taste is just very nice. It's really like I'm eating HAWTHORN, like the flakes.
I'm going for the red velvet bliss. Anything with cream cheese, like a sweet cream cheese filling, is amazing. This chocolate therapy cake was super good with the praline crunch. I'm gonna give all of them a 10 out of 10 for dinner.
I'm gonna get some macarons for breakfast. I came to TWG and I didn't like expect it to be so elaborate. Look at how much different like types of tea there. This is not even all of it there.
Hi guys, today I'm at Katong Shopping Center to have my breakfast, and I got a special guest. So here I have Chef Waylon. So can I ask you first, right? Have you eaten him before?
No, it's the first time.
Oh, first
I came over
time.
here. But I heard my friends talk about me about banana pie over here.
Oh yes.
Very nice. We got a lot of texture. Because if compared to the dessert that I made, this one looks more straightforward, but you got a lot of texture inside.
I don't know why they gave me fork and knife. Like, am I supposed to use fork and knife to eat this? Wow. Oh my god, the matcha taste is really nice. With all these tea macarons, they use like the different tea flavor to add into their macarons. So this matcha one, right, the shell itself has like a stronger almond taste, but the cream itself, like the matcha taste is really nice.
Can you ask, right, what made you start off like as a pastry chef?
For me, actually, in the very beginning, I'm not really like wanted to come into this industry because I like artistic things. The lucky part is when I went to the internship, I got a chance to train in the pastry kitchen. And after the internship, they offered me whether I want to work in this one, and that's why I can get in.
Today I have a very special guest. He's a dessert expert and... Hello! Which one are you the most excited about?
I'm excited about trying everything. I think we have the suji cake that's very traditional. I hear they're famous for their kaya here, so they have the kaya Swiss roll. So we have a little bit of everything.
One of the things that I really wanted to challenge myself these 72 hours, right, is to try new desserts that I typically wouldn't try. I'm currently inside Ratu Lemper and oh my god guys, I tell you, like there's so many things to choose from.
We got this ice cream cookie sandwich and like some waffles with double scoop of ice cream, and we got the
Salted chocolate chip.
yeah, and the pandan gula melaka and the
Black Forest.
black forest. So are you excited?
Yeah. Oh my god. How is it?
So good. One of the things I really like is the pandan gula melaka, because you can really taste the gula melaka inside. So how's your ice cream?
Oh, it was nice. It was intense.
Oh.
For the chocolate taste, yeah.
Very good.
I'm a profound. Do you like sweet stuff or?
I do
savory
enjoy.
stuff?
I think I mix sweet stuff and I enjoy eating sweet stuff.
I got the white chrysanthemum. It came with the cocoa nubs sprinkled on top. It was really good. It wasn't super sweet. It was delicate. It was refreshing. A little bit bittersweet, you know, like it doesn't taste artificial.
The texture is really nice actually. It's a little bit like melt in your mouth. And the moment I bit into it, it's very buttery and very nice. The prune is actually a little bit tart, so it goes pretty well with the rest of it. Wait. I like this so much more than I thought I would. For someone who doesn't even eat kuehs, I'm very surprised by this. What takes the cake is the glutinous rice layer because it's actually really light and it complements the top layer really well. So when you bite into it, it just comes together.
So, sure, you have been a pastry chef for how many years?
I think almost 20 years. So right after school, I started as a pastry chef. This has been my life and my career.
To be honest, I think it's very tough if you want to do a waffle with just vegan. But I think this is something not bad.
But when you do your desserts, where you get inspiration from?
Now from everywhere. Let's say example, if I came out to try like this, I go back, I can start to maybe develop a recipe with the salted chocolate chip.
Oh,
I'm lucky because when I travel around, I get to see some idea of some flavor, which is maybe I'm not using in Malaysia.
So we're at TART, right? Welcome!
Welcome.
Thank you. The mango is super fresh.
Try to do is then bring out the maximum flavor of the fruit.
Definitely tastes like premium chocolate. It's a super classic, very nice stuff.
Very simple. And
Yeah.
I think if it's made well, it's silky, smooth, and with a nice texture.
This is like one of my all-time favorite desserts. So this is from a place called Nana Acai. Honestly, this is so good. I really feel that when it comes to acai, there are actually a lot of like smaller neighborhood brands that are not bad. It's quite a nice feeling to have acai that's like very conveniently like just around you.
so I got pulut hitam and sweet potato ball beancurd. I love pulut hitam, so that's why like I feel like this one is so good because I feel like pulut hitam I can eat breakfast, dinner, lunch also can. So now liao inside, you got this like big chunks of sweet potato ball and the beancurd. Oh my god, it's so nice. Actually, I don't even feel like this is a challenge lah. There's quite a lot of like different desserts in Singapore that you can try. So I feel there are a lot of choices.
I got the coconut sorbet. It was really yummy, especially the cookie butter, and the coconut sorbet was so good. I actually enjoyed myself a lot with this one and it was super filling.
Why did you choose to specialize in tarts?
In the whole pastry making world, I think tarts are very versatile
I agree.
pastry
Yeah.
because you can do many different things to it, different flavors, gives you different textures. I also think in terms of techniques and skills to learn, I think a tart has all the components to it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a special guest to eat breakfast with me today, and she's none other than Chef Natasha. Everybody say hi. Hi. This is Chef Natasha, and she was telling me earlier that like there are a lot of things in here that are like her personal favorite desserts.
So for breakfast, they got this extra tart from Joy Luck Tea House, which I really love. I still don't feel same. I feel I really love this.
I got an apple pie last night from McDonald's. Here it is.
These are the desserts that we picked today, and we're gonna try them. So maybe let's start with your favorite one.
Oh my god. And it tastes exactly like the one you get in India, which I'm very surprised. Too good. The burnt part's the favorite, the caramelized part.
It's definitely not as like soft as the other desserts that we've tried. I would say that this one has a little bit more like the biscuit-like consistency, right?
Like a honey cone. I'm telling you, the taste is absolutely similar to what we get back in India.
I found ice cream. I chose yam ice cream. Very nice.
So here's the thing, right? When I was eating breakfast with Chef Natasha, I realized she's never tried durian in her life before. Okay, let me say first, I'm not a fan of durian, but if you're in Singapore, how can you not try durian? The pandan!
I'm not expecting this flavor.
How is it?
It's crazy.
Right? The pandan cake itself reminds me of like the pandan chiffon cake I used to have as like a child, but a little bit more dense version and a little bit more like
Indulgent.
Indulgent.
And elevated.
yeah. Okay, so in Singapore, right, I teach you English. Okay, we call it 蒸的.
Okay.
ZHNG is a very like colloquial way of saying like elevated. So in Singapore we don't say elevated, we say 蒸的.
Wow, I love that. I love grass jelly. And I picked lychee because like, I want some fruit, you know, something like sweet but natural.
I'm at Sinpopo to have like a cake for lunch. And with me I have... Janice! Well, that's a good choice. Nice. It's like a lot different from what I've had the past few days. Because it's not on the like super sweet side. How does it feel like to be like, you know, a dessert god, winning awards, like, you know?
You're making me blush, but I'm not a dessert girl. I love desserts. I love to create. I love to bake. I think the idea about, you know, being a pastry chef is you get to curate lots of different sweets. You get like chocolate, cake, ice cream, but everything happy, you know.
I think I'm a durian person.
Oh my god. Wait, I need to say right, this durian is actually pretty strong.
Oh, it is?
This really reminds me of the fresh like durian fruit.
Correct.
But taken it and then like put it into a dessert. I thought that it was pretty cool that you were on like MasterChef previously. When in your life will you get to meet someone that was on MasterChef? I'm actually quite interested to know like what got you into dessert making.
So I was born in a Punjabi family and we are all foodies, like big time foodies, and dessert is in our blood. So I've seen my grandparents make them at home. So seeing that, I was very fascinated, and I think that is where all of these have inspired my journey.
It's actually not so bad.
It's nice.
It's like bittersweet, but it's got that richness of the durian.
What actually started this whole passion for desserts?
Well, actually, I grew up in, you know, Japan. And as a young kid, I was always eating shoe puffs, ice creams. So I had this affinity for sweets. And, you know, it was very natural for me after university. I was like, you know what? I love sweets so much. I should just pursue my passion.
I think I know what I want. Honeydew, SAGO, fruits, and something cold. There is a lot of honeydew, SAGO, and I think this is ice cream. It's a super refreshing dessert, full of ice which I need.
This one, it looks so good. For this one, right, I feel the mango taste is just overpowering the whole tart. Yeah, not too bad. I think the only thing that will give you a struggle if you don't find good desserts. If you find good desserts, I think it's very doable.
We are at Met About Sucre.
Voila.
Oh, because you're not scared. Wow, look at that. Should like have this for day one. Because it's not overly sweet.
Yeah, it's got like this
It's very
nice,
balanced.
yeah, it's got
Right?
a little bit of salt also.
Black pink cake. Where do you get your inspiration from?
I think for me a lot of it comes from culture, nature, and also when I visit other countries, ingredients are really key.
What I have always wanted to do is to see if I buy a whole cake, how much of the cake can I finish. So I did it. This is one of my all-time favorite cakes from 4 Leaves. This is the COCO exotic cake. Cheers. What I like about this cake is that there's a lot of different textures in it. So the base of the cake itself is a very spongy cake. The top is a chocolate ganache. And then below is a biscuit base. This is how much of the cake we got through. Honestly, not bad.
Amazing.
It was
Oh, we're not
a
supposed
fun
to do that.
experience.
I feel like it was more manageable than I thought it would be. Every day, right, I tried to make it a point where I don't just eat things that I would typically eat every day.
I also thought it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be because there's so many different kinds of desserts, so I kind of just paced it out.
I think for this challenge, right, I actually bought my desserts mostly from like hawkers, neighborhood bakeries,
Support
like all
local.
these things lah. So a little bit more localized version.
I thought the whole experience is very insightful because like you mentioned about the desserts having like super sweet and savory.
It was so fun.
It was so cool.
I really enjoyed it. Oh my god, yeah, I think the right term, it was so cool. It was just like a different experience. I don't know if it's like a placebo effect or whatever, but when I eat with them, right, I feel like I understand the dessert more. I feel like the dessert just tastes different, I would say.
I think for me, the coolest part was because like the chef that I met, Chef Natasha, she has never eaten durian in her life before. So when I went out with her, it was the first time she was like trying durian right in front of me.
I felt very special because I went to Tart by Cheryl Cook place.
Oh, you went to the Tart
Orchard.
place?
But then she wear all like her chef outfit, then very
Oh,
proper.
yeah,
Then after
the
all the
jacket.
stuff, like, which tart do you want to eat? Then I like have to be a bit humble. Okay, just one of each.
It was so intense for me because like she's like, oh, you know, these flavors and that flavor.
I think my favorite was Tart by Cheryl Cook.
Because I love tarts. And then plus, I wouldn't really have stepped into that store if not for this shoe also. It just looks a bit atas. But actually, it's not that bad.
Also, like, mad about Zukre because like the whole experience was eye-opening. It's seasonal, you know. So it's like the omakase thing, but like not omakase.
On one of the days, right, I went to TWG, and then the thing is, I didn't realize how like atas.
It is the
Yeah, so
But you go there to eat 4 macarons.
I think for me, my favorite one was the Catkin by Hui Shan. Because I feel like the whole menu was very small, but I feel like every dessert, right, it was well thought out.
Thank you, Museum of Ice Cream, for partnering with us for this video.
And thank you to all the chefs who came down to dine with us.
If you're looking for more dessert places in Singapore, check out the Museum of Ice Cream's very own curated dessert guide called Sweet Spots.
Check out the link in the description box below to find a comprehensive list of best dessert spots in Singapore.
Thank you for watching this episode of 72-Hour Challenges.
If you like this video, you can check out more over there.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
And let us know where your go-to dessert spot is. Bye-bye!
Bye!